introducing me, Hollie.
Yeah, no problem. So obviously we've only got Lucy at the moment, but this is Jade. Jade introduced me to Arbonne, so I can hopefully give it work. Lucy knows how much I want to do that. So fingers crossed, she's going to help explain it all. But yeah, honestly, she's amazing.
Oh, thank you. I didn't know.
I'm hoping it all goes to plan.
Yeah, it absolutely will. And thank you so much, Hollie, and thank you, Lucy, for coming on tonight. And anyone who's watching this back on, like a replay, if you're watching this back. So as Hollie said, my name's Jade, and I'm a regional vice president and independent consultant with Arbonne, which probably doesn't really mean a lot to anybody. It's just a very fancy title. It just describes the level of success that I've worked to within the business. So just give you a little background about me. You know, I didn't leave college. I've said this to Hollie. I didn't leave college, you know, at the age of 18 thinking, yeah, I want to be an Arbonne consultant. That's my vocation in life. Like, that's what I want to do. But actually what happened was we end up 9 times out of 10, a lot of people end up kind of falling into careers, working their way up into different career paths, which was exactly what happened to me. In fact, I used to work as a buyer, so I used to travel a lot overseas and source homeware products from the Far East, which I loved, you know, with no responsibility, no children or anything. It was quite cosmopolitan. I quite enjoyed being able to travel the world. But in reality, what happens is that job's very dog-eat-dog. It's very stressful. And over time, I was always over-delivering and not really reaping the rewards or the loyalty back from the company. So what we end up doing is we set the bar, don't we? We set our own bar in terms of the hours that we work, and then that's the expectation, even though I wasn't actually getting paid for those hours. And before I knew it, I was in this whole whirlwind of stress, anxiety, and the job just became a real burden and misery to me, as opposed to something that I was really enjoying. And then coupled with that, you know, obviously as women, as women on the call, you know, things change. We have children, and you know, it's a massive pressure. I really believe it's a massive pressure for women, especially if they've got working careers. You know, they've got a salary that contributes to the household income. I think today, like we were kind of, I was talking with my mum, I was like, you know, back in their generation or even a little bit older, most households could survive usually on one salary, whereas today we're living in kind of a world where our expectations of what's normal or what we would desire from life is so different. And actually most households need 2, even 3 incomes to live a middle class sort of like lifestyle. And
you need extra, don't you, rather than just the 2.
Well, that's it. And you know, for me, it was my son came along, and it made me really consider my options. You know, did I want to be in this fast-paced full-time career and not be very present with him and still be earning the money that I was used to? Or did I want to, you know, be present with him and be the mom? And the thing was, I couldn't really pick either, because I wanted to desperately be around him, but had to still earn the money. So to cut a long story short, I ended up having to find another job on employment, which basically just crushed my soul. I hated the thought of having to just go to work for going to work's sake, just to earn money, to pay the nursery fees. Turn on silent. And it just destroyed me, to be honest. And that's really where I started to think about my future. Like, what did I want from life? Did I want to be set in a career till I was 64? Was I happy? You know, 5 years from now, where would I be? Would I be, you know, if nothing changed, if I didn't change anything in my life, would that fulfill me? Would that really, like, you know, raise me up? What was my future potential for having more children? And I just really realised in that instant that I needed something to change. And if I wasn't going to change anything, my situation wasn't going to change. So just like I met Hollie, somebody introduced me to Arbonne, which, to be honest, I'd never even heard of the company. I hadn't heard anything to do with it. So I'm always very open-minded to new business opportunities. And I just went and listened to her, and she just explained to me the business model, the fact that this business, you know, uses very clean, and I'll talk a little bit more about the products in a moment, really toxic free products that really were quite future focused. You know, I think now people are more and more aware of products, foodstuffs, things that we were putting in our bodies to make sure that, you know, they don't want to have these preservatives, additives, chemicals going into things. And people are more mindful of like what products are environmentally friendly and are serving really the planet. Not just for us, but like now, as you know, as a mom, for our future generations, I think we have to play a massive part in that. So she just kind of went through this business, and she was like, do you know what, Jade, they're products that people use anyway. They're products that, you know, absolutely people will try them, love them, get results, and they'll just want to keep reusing them. And she sent me away with a little goodie bag. I haven't even got a bag, but it was like a little makeup bag with some skincare products at the time. And she was like, just go and try them for yourself. And I was like, babe, I'm not really a product person. I literally go into Boots and I just bung whatever's on offer. I was face wipes. I didn't even really care, to be honest. But there was something about this. I used it the first time and I suffered actually with quite severe adult acne for a while. And it was just, it really, really blew my mind. The feel of the quality, the results that I was getting with these products. And this was just skincare, something that I didn't really have a passion for. And I just thought that actually there's some real mileage in this. So in an instant, I kind of just jumped in with the business, and to cut a long story short, really, 4 years later, the business has grown and grown. Health and wellness is such a booming industry. People are always wanting, more and more so, to look and feel amazing. And that's exactly what Arbonne delivers as a business. And, my life's completely different now. I was able to say goodbye to my boss. I'm fully, self-employed, and I run my business from home around my children. So I've now got 2 boys, with 2 more on the way. So it's exciting, and I feel very empowered to share the business, really, that obviously Hollie's doing. So it's nice for you guys to know where we're at. I know Hollie obviously really isn't enjoying her job, but also I love sharing the products. And I'm going to really focus on just one of the product ranges tonight, because there's over 500 products.
Crazy.
So we'll be here all night if I go through it all, but I just really want to focus on the main thing. And the main thing really now, that the biggest part of my business, the number 1 selling product in the whole of Arbonne globally, the number 1 range is our nutrition. And it's because it's just changing people's lives, it's changing the way people feel, it's changing people's health, it's changing people's immune system. Doctors, nutritionists, naturopathic doctors are joining Arbonne because of the nutrition, because of how clean it is, because of the science behind it. And you can hear my voice, I'm just so passionate. And I know that Hollie, you've jumped in with the nutrition plan, which I'm going to explain. Yeah. But actually, let me just explain how I met you. So Hollie, Hollie and I, both are mums at Sketchley. We're in our son year 1, aren't they? Casey. And actually, you also just lived around the corner from me. We still live quite close, don't we, in Burbage?
Yeah, definitely.
But it was so nice. So actually, we just got chatting, didn't we, on Instagram, just randomly about different stuff. And I'm never in for like conversation.
It was homeschool, wasn't it?
Homeschooling, like how are you cooking? We were all just like rocking in a corner. Can't handle
I think I still do.
And it was just, I was just interested to know a little bit about you, because I think our children were in sort of different classes, weren't they? So we were kind of missing each other a little bit. And you just said to me the fact, you loved the prospect of what your job gave, but the whole system's been changed now, and the service levels have changed.
Even more since being on maternity leave. I don't know what I'm going back to. I finished before COVID. So now, what am I going back to?
Yeah, and you've missed so much time. You've not missed time with Lexi, but it really makes you analyse life. The fact that you've had Lexi through COVID, you've kind of missed out, and then before you know it, you're going back to work, and it is a daunting feeling for anyone, unless there are, I will say, disclaimer, there are mums out there that absolutely love their job and they're so happy and fulfilled. And I'm like, yes, I'm so happy for those people. But that was not the situation for me. It was probably not the situation for you. And you know what, we had a chat, didn't we? And I just explained a little bit about me. I'm no one special. I'm not from a beauty background. I'm not from a nutrition background. I'm just an ordinary mom that had a desire to change something in my life. And I think if you're coachable and you've got a strong desire for that, then anyone can be successful in this. So since then, obviously, we spoke, didn't we? And you've started literally like a little newbie. We've signed you up. You've got your own account. And I asked Hollie to really step her out of her comfort zone to run one of these exclusive Zooms, to ask the people to here. So I know Lucy's on. I know some people will be watching back. But really,
they're all ditched, really.
It's a weird time, but just because I said to Hollie, who are the people, like the 5 people really, that you really would love to tell them about this first of all. And it's more so that you have a great understanding about what Hollie's going to be doing and any questions that you may have, but also a chance for Hollie to really explain, you know, like why she's doing this, which she obviously clearly has. You know, she's explained about her job position, but also for us to be able to share authentically and with integrity.
I'm just moving. Sorry.
That's all right. I'm just gonna sip my water.
Oh, that's bad. The baby might be driving me wild.
Can't hear it. The products and stuff. So Hollie's actually jumped in, and the main product range I'm going to talk to you today is the nutrition, and mainly a program that's actually the biggest part of my business, as I say, called the 30 Days to Healthy Living program. And that's really what I'm going to focus on tonight, and just sort of explain a little bit about the key benefits without going too deeply into it. But Hollie, when I spoke to you, obviously we spoke mainly about the business, and you were like, I just need to sort myself out. I feel like sluggish, and you know what was it for you that said yes to the 30 days as like starting off this business?
Just everything. You said how clean it is. Obviously Lucy knows all my background, you know, IVF, miscarriages. I don't have much of an immune system as it is either, so just anything. I think I've always searched for something to help build me up. And you do, don't you? You sign up to these weird and wonderful things you see on the internet and none of them work. But just like listening to you, and even researching it after I'd spoke to you, like can see how many people actually value the product, and they've literally been like, this is amazing. Like I've joined some of the groups on Facebook, like some of the recipe ideas and stuff. And just the amount of people that's actually on them, like, it just shows that it actually works, doesn't it? Like, and it can help you. But yeah, I just think, like, you know, like life with Nick as well, like he's in, he's out, he's in, he's out. Just something to give me that energy, so I'm not feeling run down with the kids. Like I can just, as silly as it sounds, have breakfast on the go as well. Like you just get more time, don't you? Like out of time with your kids, like it's important. I don't want to feel like I'm still trying to shed the baby weight. But I just constantly, I don't feel like at my best self that I think I could be.
Yeah.
And I think it can help big time.
And I always say, like with this, it's more often than not, as moms, we feel we have massive guilt around doing something for ourselves.
Yeah.
We're constantly putting like our children first, we put in our husbands first, we're like rushing around after everyone, and we have so much stuff on our mind. But actually, if I always say, and something that I've now learned to be better at, when it's almost like that scenario of like when you're on a plane, they always say, don't they, you put your mask on first before you put your children's on, because if you're not like 100% healthy, energized, like literally overflowing, how can you pour into your children that need you to be
true, isn't it? Yeah.
So I think that's amazing. So what obviously invited these people onto the call today? Why was it important for you? Why was it important for you to get these people to hear about it first, to hear about this plan that you're going to be doing?
Lucy, she had a baby around the same time as me. She's breastfeeding.
Congratulations.
So she, you know, we've obviously had the girls together. We're going back to work around the same sort of time, and she doesn't want to go back to work either. So, you know, for her to hear about it, I'm thinking, well, at least I can help someone. If it's just one person I've helped, at least I can help one person. But, you know, she's feeling really run down as well. I think lockdown hasn't helped, you know, being pregnant, we've just kind of like stuffed our faces because we weren't going anywhere after. Mm-hmm. So it's just, you know, you can't get out or anything either. So she wants something, but she doesn't know where to turn, if that makes sense. I don't know if she'll speak up, but she's had it hard as well, but she just doesn't know where to turn with it all. Like, she's single mom, bless her. So I think for her, trying to find the energy, you know, she's doing it all night and day by herself, and I just think she's the one person that could probably really do with some help with it all.
Oh, Lucy, you sound amazing. What an absolute legend, doing it all by yourself. That is so hard, especially.
I know, and I'm like, geez.
Okay, so what would you say? Say right now you've not even really started day one yet. Day one's Monday for you, isn't it? So there's still time for people to get involved if they want to. Join Hollie, like with a
join me. I keep trying to say to her, so I've got all my projects set up in my cupboard, and all I can smell is the tea bags. I really want a tea bag.
And I think, you know, you start day one, it's obviously not just Hollie on her own, like with day one just me, there's a whole team of people which start together, which I'll explain in a moment. But say, for example, now day 1 is Monday. At the end of the 30 days, like, what's your goal? Like, how do you want to be feeling at the end of the 30 days?
Energized, like I could wake up and I don't have to press snooze. That's my goal. I don't want, Nick presses snooze about 50 times in the morning, and he has this dance music that he thinks gets him out of bed, but it clearly doesn't, and it drives me insane. So I don't want to be that person where I'm pressing snooze. And then I'm hoping if it works for me, he might be like, oh, you look amazing, like, what have you been doing? I'll be like, here, now you can't press snooze anymore. It's amazing. Like, I just want to feel energized, have more time with Lexi before I go back to work. If, you know, I've got to go back for the 3 months because of maternity pay and all that. So, you know, just to get the most out of them 3 months where I'm not feeling like, oh, can't be bothered today, like I've not got the energy for that, like, you know how it is.
Yeah, that's amazing. I think, you know, I'm really passionate and confident that you're going to have those results, and I will just talk through some of the key benefits. So just to give you a brief overview of the 30 days and what it is, because the first of all thing I want to bring your attention to is the fact that it is 30 days. So this isn't like a fad, like have a pill for 7 days, you're going to lose like 10 stone and you're like Red Bull gives you wings. It's 30 days for a reason, because the whole point of Arbonne is that we look at everybody on an individual basis, on a holistic basis, and we have such a massive passion and knowledge that gut health links to everything. It links to your skin quality, hair growth, energy, immune systems, your organ function. It basically is like your second brain. And what happens is over time is that we've run down, we have stresses, we have anxieties, we're eating the wrong foods, we've had a lifetime of it, of stuff that we don't know. And when I say wrong foods, there's certain things that we've probably eaten that we don't think is actually that bad for us, but we know that it can be quite acidic or inflammatory in the body, which can cause other issues. So for example, I started to suffer with migraines into my 20s, mid-20s. And I just, not normal thing. I'm suffering with these migraines, I'm going to go to the doctors, I'm going to get medication. Yep, straight away, medication, here you go. And I was like paranoid. I couldn't leave the house without any tablets in my bag. Now, the thing is, what happened was I did go to the doctors for help and support, but nobody asked me, I wonder why all of a sudden you're getting these migraines. And actually, when I thought about it, I'd never suffered with migraines as a child, never suffered with them early on. It was something that progressed over time. And a lot of other things start to happen to us, and we start to put things down to old age, but we just put up with it. So IBS symptoms, bloating, feeling more sluggish, lack of energy, weight gain, and we're struggling to lose that weight. All of these things are basically a symptom, and your body is saying, like, it's basically screaming out saying, help, like, I need a reset. I'm basically, it's like a car that's had like a knock. You know, you've got a car, it's got a part's basically ready to break off and it's knocking and you're ignoring it because you don't want to have to pay for it. It's
get as much out of it as you can.
Like something's banging and you know it doesn't sound right, but you just ignore it. In the end, what's going to happen is that part is going to break, or it's going to cause more damage to the car.
Yeah,
that's exactly what's happened. You know, we've had a lifetime of your body just kind of adjusting, and all of a sudden it's at breaking point, and you start to have these little problems, headaches, like I say, sluggishness, bloating, even like anxiety and depression is massively linked because your gut produces those happy hormones, serotonin. So the 30 days to healthy living is about us basically removing all the common allergens that we know now from studies are very inflammatory in the body and cause excess toxins going in. And then what we do is we eat, enjoy really good food that nourishes your body alongside additional kind of tools. So it's like your MOT kit for your car. We get all this extra nutrition because we know that we need added vitamins, added minerals, things that are going to help heal the gut, get it back into the action that we need. And you only mentioned at the start about Lexi having to have antibiotics. Thank God for medication, you know, and that we've got those.
Yeah.
But most people will have been issued with some form of antibiotic in the last 2 years.
Yeah.
And in that instance, you basically killed all of the good, all of the bad bacteria in your gut, and your body literally thrives and needs those warrior bacteria, and it can take 2 years for that to rebuild. So No wonder people have more issues with immune systems and stuff.
Yeah.
So this is what we're doing with 30 days. Now, the next reason why we do it for 30 days is because it takes actually 22 to 23 days for habitual patterns to be corrected in the brain. So the reason why this isn't just like a 10-day thing and then you're good to go, we need your body. It takes, you know, it's a process. We want your body to really be eliminating those things fully, really being cleansed out. But also what happens is at the end of the 30 days, you're thinking, I literally was so addicted to coffee.
Yeah.
I know that's one thing you're worried about. I was the same.
Hello, how am I getting up in the morning?
And now, and a lot of the time, it's habitual. You just think the first thing you do is go to the kettle, doesn't it, in the morning, or you flip.
Yeah, you don't even think about it, do you? It's just as you're making a baby butter, the kettle goes on. It's just routine, I guess, now.
and now you get to the end of 30 days and you think, do you know what? I actually quite enjoy the taste of a coffee, but I don't miss it. I don't need it. I'm not relying on it. And that's why what we're doing is we give you alternatives. So we do give you great nutritional products, fizz sticks and other things that are going to help along the way. And I'm not going to talk about all the nutrition, but ultimately what you're getting is protein, fibre, digestion plus, which is a gut healer. You get 7-day cleanse that we do in week 3. You get all of your fizz sticks, which replace any caffeine drinks, coffees and fizzy pops. You get your detox tea, which is helping to really repair, cleanse and heal the liver, kidneys and the bowels. And it's just incredible, all the nutrition. So really you're getting your breakfast, your lunch and all your drinks through the nutrition for the whole 30 days. The only thing
you get a lot, really. When I opened my package, I was like, oh my god, like there's loads in there. Like,
yeah, we use that protein powder like flour in our house. We make pancakes, smoothies, smoothie bowls. Like,
oh nice.
So enriched with great vitamins. And I'd much rather, people say, oh, he's right for kids. I'm like, I'd rather my son be having a protein shake with some water that has loads of vitamins. It's all plant-based, it's gluten-free, there's nothing like felt fake in there, than a Nesquik. And you know, you think about the difference of that, you'd be like, quite happily give them a Nesquik. So it was really like it was really poignant to me. And you know, I really want to make sure, just want to help people just feel healthier. And the added benefits are, at the end of the 30 days, you're going to have a massive surge in energy. You're going to be waking up like Lexi, like your baby at the crib, like happy, full of energy. And that happiness as well. They've got no concerns, no worries. That's what we want mentally as well.
Yeah.
Serotonin. Your skin will improve. Even the whites in your eyes are going to feel brighter because everything's being cleansed. What else do we have? Your hair growth.
My hair,
Just you're going to feel so much better. And if there's weight to be lost, and if that isn't a thing for you, then I never market this as a weight loss program, because it's not.
No, it's
what will happen is, as a byproduct of you resetting your body, is that weight will start to fall away, especially around sort of tough areas around the middle where women can carry it more. So just very passionate, as you can tell, about that program. And you know, if Lucy, I know Lucy's on, if anyone's watching back to this and thinking, actually that sounds amazing, you know, we're coming out of lockdown now, we want to have a
everyone wants the lockdown, pre-lockdown body fat.
You know, we're looking forward to it, and actually it's time now to think, right, I want to leave this now thinking I want to start getting myself into the best state mentally, feeling more positive. And the best thing is, when you join this, you get entered into this Facebook group that Hollie mentioned, and everyone starts day one together, and you're coached by health coaches. So you're not just paying for products, you're paying for the coaching. You get issued with weekly meal plans and weekly recipe ideas that get issued to you, let's say, every week. Hence the weekly meal plan. Don't know how to repeat that. And also, you know, you get told what we're going to be cutting out, what alternatives you could have. And every day you're walked through the program. There's like coaching lives every Sunday night. You feel so part of a community. Everyone's sharing the meals. And that, for me, was the most powerful thing, because how many of us start a diet?
Yeah, every Monday, and then it's Sunday, and then I'll start on Monday.
Fail on Wednesday. Oh, there's no point now. I'll write the week off and start again on Monday. You committed, you paid for this. You know, you've got the coaching, you've got the accountability. You want to get through it, and you can see that it's 30 days, like ticking off the days on the calendar. You're going to feel amazing. Even after day 7, you start to feel the benefits, and it's almost like I want to carry on, because I can't wait to see how I feel. So that for me is the most powerful thing: the accountability, the one-to-one support, the accountability. You know, Hollie's got me. You know, anyone would have me to check in and coach them, and any questions, like 24-hour WhatsApp support. So that in itself is just incredible. So in a nutshell, you know, that's the 30 days. There are obviously everything Arbonne skincare. We have like everything I'm wearing is Arbonne makeup, skincare, hair care, baby care. It's all, you know, really, really clean, high quality Swiss products. In fact, we really are the highest standard, but we sit on such a great price point because we don't market in shops. We are the brand. You know, I'm the brand ambassador. I share what I love about these products and share them with other people.
You can tell in your voice, Jade. It's nice.
I'm just like, good talk all night, and Lucy's like, come on, go away.
Well, I must say though, I don't know if you noticed over the weekend, bought some of the Arbonne shampoo for my hair.
Okay, yeah.
And already, even Nick was like, it looks healthier. Like, so Lucy knows I've not had my hair cut for years, you know, because of my alopecia and stuff. It's just one of them things, like I'm still trying to process to go to the hairdressers and have my hair cut. Yeah. But it was like, it already looks like, it doesn't look dull, like, and that's what I've washed it 3 days. Like, I'm not allowed to wash my hair every day, so I'm like, I've washed it 3 times, and honestly, it already does look better. Like, I've had a few compliments on the school one, like, have you coloured your hair? I'm like, no, I've just washed it. Like, you know, that's normal. But I'm like, it's the shampoo, like, it just shows.
I honestly do feel like, just from experience, like I could go all night about, you know, stuff with my kids and products that I used to use and stuff, and since changing the differences, and also now I know from being a consultant and having clients, their testimonials on various products, mainly nutrition, but skincare. Yeah, my skin has never ever, to tell you, I had like minor surgery on my face when I had bad adult acne. People got shocked because of the difference. Yeah. So anyway, I mean, tonight we're talking about the 30 days. I know that, you know, that's what we've hit on. And we're going to close it because I know that I promised it was going to be 20 minutes and I love to waffle on.
It's all right, you're passionate, it's fine.
But really we're here to, like, you know, support Hollie. And I'm asking, you know, are you open to supporting Hollie maybe with a one-off purchase to join her, be accountable with her, like be her buddy,
come on Lucy, we can do it.
I want to do this 30 days and then, you know, join her on the journey. And she's being open, you know, she's not done it before. It's part of her journey.
No, I'm excited to start though, honestly.
Yeah, and or, you know, if you think actually no, the 30 days isn't for me, but maybe parts of the nutrition, maybe parts of the program, maybe all the products can be bought individually. So if there's something that I would like to improve on myself, then, you know, please, I know Hollie's going to just follow up after this call, and if there's anything there, or just swap one of the products that you're using anyway. It might be a cleanser, mascara, shampoo, a foundation, whatever it may be, just to try the Arbonne thing. So, you know, you can then support Hollie and, you know, drop her a testimonial, and just, you know, being able to use the products is really great for her word of mouth too. You're such a lovely person. I just want to say.
Oh, thank you. I know Luce I messaged you asking about breastfeeding. So I don't know if you can just obviously mention that it's all safe for breastfeeding, because she's really like, you know, she just wants to know everything's safe, you know, for her baby.
Yeah, absolutely. So from experience, I did the 30 days. I've done the 30 days. I'm carrying twins. So as a pregnant lady, and also with Campbell, I've done it as pregnancy and post, and I've breastfed all my children. And actually what I found was, Lucy, is that because I was eating all of the food that literally my body was craving, I wasn't depriving myself of anything. I was nourishing my body with food. This isn't about starvation, calorie counting, any of that. We don't do any of that. But it's giving your body everything that we know your body literally can thrive on. The quality of my milk, I did a portion before the 30 days and after. I'll try and find a photo. And you could see the fat content, the quality of the milk, like the nourishment in it was just, you could just see the colour difference and how much I'm doing the 30 days. All of the products are vegan and they're gluten-free. There's nothing fake. There's no preservative additives. So really, when I say, you know, it is plant-based, it's come from a plant, so it's very healthy. There's no chemicals in there. So I'm all over like pregnant women and breastfeeding women, like feeling their best. And I think you'll definitely find a difference, because there may be things that you're doing now, Lucy. I don't know if you have like coffees, or I don't know if you have a can of Coke, or maybe
she likes a Coke.
Can of Coke or sugary sweets. You know, all of those things, your blood sugar levels are up and down, and that's obviously going into your milk. You're not you're not doing anything, you're not like a bad mum or anything. I don't want you to say that, but what I'm trying to say is what we're fueling it with is really clean stuff. So you're going to notice the difference in the breast milk, and obviously your immune system and everything that you transfer into your baby is so much better. So yeah, 100% is fine for that.
Thank you. I know she was worried about that, bless her.
I'm just like passionate. I'm like,
it's good though. It goes to show. I mean, I was on one of the Facebook groups quickly. I think it was like the 30-day one, and I saw one of the girls put on there, I'm on like day 62. I was like, wow, that just goes to show how well she must feel to carry it on for another 30 days.
Yeah. And weight loss wise, testimonials had guys
really, I can imagine.
Nearly 20 pounds in the 30 days, or
what?
Yeah, definitely. Like, it's very regular that people lose like a stone over a stone.
Oh God, I'm on it for the rest of my life.
It's just your body like can let go of stuff. So like, because you're getting your body into equilibrium, and mentally, and because you've got more energy, there's more energy to go. When you've got these cravings for bad food, that's a chemical that's going to there. You want to have cravings for something healthy, like how good and that's what will happen over time.
Don't want to be reaching for the Snickers bar.
No. I mean, obviously the whole idea is that it's 30 days to healthy living and beyond. So the 30 days is the kickstart, reset, let's get this right. And then going forward, like I always say, try and live on an 80-20. And that's so manageable. And enjoy the glass of prosecco if you want one, and enjoy the chocolate with your kids on a Friday because that's your treat. But it's not hard to get back into the 80% of that week.
It's a lifestyle, isn't it? It's not like a diet or anything. It's a proper lifestyle, and that's where so many go wrong, I think.
So in closing, so if Lucy wants more info, perhaps what we'll do, Holly, if you follow up with Lucy at the end.
Yeah, that's fine, no problem.
Any questions, or maybe if she still wants some more info, then I can send you a video to send on to Lucy just to explain.
Yeah, cool. Thank you.
It's been so lovely. And if anyone has watched this back on replay and again wants some advice from...
I'm sending this out to everyone who ditched me, Jay.
Bless her, so lovely. Thank you so much, Holly. And do you know what?
Thanks for coming on.
Photo. Hang on. First of all.
Good job I washed my hair last night.
For the memories, here we go. So congratulations, Holly, and I'm really, really excited for you.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited to start. 30 days.
All right, my love. Well, you take care, and thank you, Lucy, for coming on. Thank you, everybody. And
thank you.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.